Once you set your equation equal to 0, you should enter it into your equation editor. You can access that by pressing the y equals button on the top left-hand side of your calculator. So once you press that, you just simply enter in your equation. In this case, it's 2x squared plus 5x minus 4. Now, I would like to see how this gets graphed. So I'm going to quit out of here. And then I'd like to set up a standard window, meaning that I want my graph in my calculator to show x values between -10 and 10, and y values between -10 and 10. And then I can make adjustments from there. So in order to do that, you can press Zoom and then choose Standard, option 6. Now, hopefully my parabola shows up in here. Oh, it does, and it's actually perfect. But if it was not perfect, you would just simply press your window and make some adjustments. You can see x is between -10 and 10, y is between -10 and 10. The other thing you can do is you can zoom into a spot. So if I have graphed my equation like so, I can press zoom, and then I can zoom in, option 2. And then I move my cursor to where I want to see more clearly. So you can see right now it's just at the origin. If I want to see where it's crossing the x-axis more clearly, I can move it in over there, and it will zoom in so that I can see it a little bit better. And you can see now at this point, I can't see the whole parabola, but I can see more clearly that one side of my parabola crosses between 0 and 1. So now let's go back to the standard window, zoom 6. And now I would like to find where that equation equals 0. And we know from past experience our equation is going to be equal to 0 anywhere our graph intersects the x-axis. Now we can find those values on our calculator by pressing second and then calc. Do you see how right above trace it says calc? Press trace and then choose 0. We call where our graph intersects the x-axis a 0. Press 2. And then it asks me to go to the left of where it crosses, and in a minute it'll ask me to go to the right of where it crosses. So right now you can see that you are left of this point of intersection. So I'm going to say, yep, that's left. Now it's asking me for the right spot. So I'm going to tab over to the right, and now I have crossed the x-axis. So I'll press enter, and now it asks me to guess. So I want to get about as close as I can to that x-axis, and you can see that my calculator is only going to look for values between the ones that I specified where my graph intersects the x-axis. So now at this point I press enter, and one of my x values is 0.637 rounded. To find the other value, I would repeat the same process. So you would press second and then calc again and specify a left bound and right bound and then guess, and it will give you that value